We're having our grand opening of JDog. It's an interesting company in that we are a veteran-owned franchise that does junk removal and hauling, and we're going to be covering the greater Baton Rouge area with our services, and we're really excited to be here.
And tell me a little bit more about JDog. How was it founded?
Well, JDog was founded by a gentleman called Jerry Flanagan up in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. Jerry is an Army veteran and was looking for a way to integrate back into the civilian community after his military days, and developed this concept of developing a junk removal and hauling business based on what he learned in the military. That is hard work, professionalism, patriotism, and going above and beyond. So he founded the company on that principle, and he had such success that about 2 years after its founding, he decided to franchise. And JDog is the only franchise in the country that franchises only to military veterans and their families.
And what caused you to found JDog?
I was an Army veteran myself, and I realized that a lot of military were getting out after the 2009-2010 era, and I decided to take my business skills and put it into a small business, teach veterans and veteran families how to run their own business, and that would open up the market to hire a lot of veterans. Our goal as a company is to hire 10,000 veterans over the next 10 years, and one way to do it is put people in business around the country.
How difficult is it for veterans to reintegrate and get jobs?
It's very difficult. They typically are very intimidated. There's a lot of trust factors that go in trying to get a job in the civilian world. With our company, there's a brotherhood of ethos, and they feel very, very comfortable working for a veteran-owned company. Our company has many veterans that run it from a corporate side, and also family members of veterans that run it from the corporate side, so it's very comfortable.
We're excited to be here today to host a ribbon cutting for JDog Junk Removal Services. They are a company that's going to focus on collecting, recycling, and refurbishing items that a lot of people don't want, whether they need a garage cleaned out, an attic cleaned out, and they're going to take these items and recycle them, and those they can, they're going to put back into the neighborhood. And what really is exciting to us about this company is their efforts that they have to employ veterans, because this is a veterans-owned company. So when we look at the standpoint of creating jobs, making a marketplace for our veterans, and providing a service to the community, JDog is going to end up being a great win-win for us and for the City of Central.
What types of benefits is the City of Central going to see from this?
Well, we, of course, being a Chamber of Commerce, we understand and believe that small business is important to the economics of our city. In fact, when you look at small business enterprise, small businesses employ the majority of the American culture that we have. In the City of Central, way over 50% of our members are employed by small businesses. So we're excited to have another small business company in the City of Central, because it's going to help add jobs, it's going to help create a new work environment, a new company coming in. I think it's actually going to create some excitement too. Central has a tendency to really be focused a lot on veterans and meeting needs of those who have come upon hard times and need assistance. So with that coming in, we're excited at the services that this company will provide, but not only the service, we believe they're also going to become part of the economic engine that continues to drive our city and our state.
JDog is heavily influenced by community, by patriotism. The idea is that we hire veterans, we put veterans to work right when they're transitioning from the workforce, and then what we're hoping to do is help people get rid of the clutter, the everyday mess that you accumulate around the house, and hopefully repurpose that back in the community. My husband and I have lived in Central for a number of years. We're heavily invested in the community. Our daughter goes to St. Alphonsus out here, and we were just really excited to bring this opportunity to the City of Central.
And what types of benefits do you think it'll have to offer the city?
Mainly just by trying to repurpose. I mean, there's a lot of older citizens in Central. There's a lot of people that are downsizing. Hopefully, we can help declutter, simplify their lives, and put that back to use into the community in a very viable way.
We want to welcome each and every one of you to our ceremony today. We're so excited to have this opportunity to host a ribbon cutting for JDog, and we know that they're going to be a great addition to our community. We'll have more to say about that in just a few minutes. But we also want to take just a moment to recognize a few of our elected officials that joined us today. First, we want to recognize Chief Salisbury. Wave your hand up there in the back. Glad to have him with us. Councilman Jason Ellis, right over here. And then finally, our Mayor Junior Shelton. We're glad to have him with us today as well. We're excited today to have with us Mr. Larry Rivers. He is a Louisiana native, and he is a veteran from the U.S. Marine Corps. He served during the Vietnam War, and after his discharge from the Marine Corps, he went to Loyola University and got his law degree and practiced law in Alexandria. He was elected Louisiana VFW State Commander in 1980, VFW National Commander in 1988, and later worked as VFW Executive Director in Washington, D.C., and VFW National Adjunct in Kansas City, Missouri. Join me in welcoming to the podium this afternoon, Mr. Larry Rivers.
Thank you, Ron. Appreciate it. Ron, thank you very much, and let me add my thanks to the officials that are here. We really appreciate that. As Ron mentioned, I am a Louisiana native, even though I am not from here in Central. I was raised in a little town called Pitkin, Louisiana, way back in Vernon Parish near Fort Polk. My dad was a barber at Fort Polk during the Vietnam years, and my mom was a beautician in Pitkin. I had roots here. Of course, Lance and Rosalind, my daughter Rosalind. Rosalind, you and Maddie wave. That's my daughter Rosalind, my little granddaughter Maddie. And this is Lance Nicole, my son-in-law. And Rosalind and Lance and my wife Judy, to the left here, we own this franchise. And I wanted to just tell you a little bit about JDog, and I don't want to take a lot of your time, but it's an interesting concept. And we're very fortunate today because Jerry Flanagan, the Army veteran that came up with this concept, and his wife Tracy are here today. Jerry, wave your hand, Tracy. Jerry and Tracy are here from Philadelphia. Jerry came up with this concept back in 2011. He was looking for a way to transition back into civilian life from his Army days and saw the need that we have to try to employ veterans. It's a tough struggle someday for those that after you get out of the military. With some of our veterans had a very difficult time transitioning back into the workforce. And Jerry came up with this concept of developing a trash removal service that was based on what we were in the military: trust, hard work, patriotism, giving back to the community. And he started this business basically with those principles. Needless to say, he had tremendous success and decided a few years back that he would franchise this, but it's a unique franchise only in the fact that you can only buy this franchise if you are a veteran or a family member of a veteran. Thus, me and Judy and Rosalind and Lance buying the franchise. And Jerry does one other thing that's pretty unique among the franchising business. He meets with and talks to and gets to know every franchisee before he allows them to buy a franchise. He's very sensitive to the brand and to being sure that in the communities that we work and serve, that we do a tremendous job not only for our customers, but that we're committed to being good citizens, that we're committed to hiring veterans, and that we're committed to doing the things that we were taught during our military service. And so we met with Jerry, talked to him at length over a several-day period, met with Jerry again, and we're fortunate enough to buy this greater Baton Rouge area franchise. So we're excited to have this opportunity. We think we will be a good partner, a good small business partner for this community. And we're so pleased that you guys have decided to come out and do this grand opening with us. So thanks to you all. I know everybody has busy schedules, and these are not the kind of things that you want to do during these days, during this rain, but it's kind of you to come out. We're going to work hard to earn your trust. We're going to work hard to earn your business, and I can guarantee you that we'll exceed your expectations. So thanks. We look forward to working with the Chamber in the years to come and serving the greater Baton Rouge area. So thank you all, and Ron, thanks very much for having us out today.
What types of services and prices do you offer?
Well, we do any kind of junk removal. We do everything from cleaning out garages to hauling off rubbish and trash, and we do light hauling as well of furniture here and there. We're not movers per se, but we can do a lot of light hauling, and we do that. In fact, if it involves moving junk or moving trash or moving furniture, there's not a lot that we can't do. The one thing that we don't do, we don't handle hazardous waste, but anything else, we'd invite you to give us a call. We think we can help.
We are open in over 25 locations now. We have a total of 56 territories awarded, and our goal is to put up between 400 and 600 over the next 5 years.
Well, we're just excited to have them in our community. We look forward to a long, prosperous future and wish them the best of luck. And we thank everybody for coming out today for this great event.
And where can people get more information?
JDogJunkRemoval.com, or you can just go JDog.com, one of the two.
Or you can reach us by phone at 225-400-5702. We are locally owned. My daughter and her husband actually manage the business here in Greenwell Springs Central, and we service the entire Baton Rouge area.